like watching a Disney. It's like watching Disney, but in real life.
It's crazy. She did everything.
So listen, you guys know what an Audience Choice Award is? So tonight, you guys, the audience, have an Audience Choice Award.
The people vote. This is a democracy.
So just keep that in mind that you'll have Audience Choice Award. So tonight, the winner of tonight's show is going to go into the finalist pool in Los Angeles to compete for $20,000 cash, you guys. So it's very serious.
Very serious.
How many guys dance? Make some noise if you dance.
Or if you think you can dance.
Because guess what? There's going to be an audience freestyle dance competition later, which there are going to be prizes for. There's going to be an audience freestyle vocal competition. So that's singing, rapping, beatboxing, whatever you want to do. That's going to be...
This is a great time because I know a lot of people watching performers, they kind of do their own thing, but sometimes you're inspired when you see people do it on stage, and so you're going to be more motivated to come on stage and display your skill.
So shout out to our sponsors, H-Mart.
Shout out to H-Mart. Shout out to D-List Magazine.
How many of you guys are familiar with a duo? You guys may have heard of them. Make some noise if you know who Troy Osaki and Ariel Loud are.
They are our first competitors of tonight, so please make a bunch of noise for Troy and Ariel.
Troy was the 2012 You Speak Seattle and University of Washington Grand Slam Poetry Champion. In the summer of 2012, he and Ariel Loud began composing music and poetry together in hopes to connect, learn, and build with others.
Troy and Ariel enjoy all forms of storytelling. They like Thai iced tea, bubble tea,
Good
and
choice.
good hip hop, and the boom, the bass in your backbone.
All right, so you guys are ready for your first competitors of the night. Make some noise.
Troy and Ariel!
Let's go!
grandmother is the daughter of Japanese immigrants. In our culture, she is Nisei, second-generation Japanese American. When I visit her, she brings me to temple. Our ancestors' spirits gathered inside like a galloping dust storm. Their breath billowing above benches aligning aisles like platoons of military barracks. When we chant, we recite in Japanese, a chorus of vocal cords trembling our native dialect in unison. When I was young, I did not care to learn the language I descend from. Traditional practice was something I never thought to continue. I never once Thanks my grandmother for the effort she made in teaching me how to read and write where I come from. Never asked the translation of my Japanese name. When I was young, I did not care how history dislocated my lineage for practicing their Buddhist tradition. On February 19, 1942, Executive Order 9066 authorized the incarceration of 120,000 American citizens of Japanese ancestry. My grandmother's family split apart as if their bodies were wood to be splintered like steam engine boats they traveled on to get here. Her father, a Buddhist priest, taught her to bow before an altar. Buddhist leaders were among the first to be imprisoned as the Pearl Harbor exploded from the lines of their palms, palpitations propelling from their torsos like torpedoes. My grandmother was just another yellow-faced Jap, another kamikaze pilot holstered with explosives, threats of suicide campaigns, another enemy spy. War hysteria was just another euphemism for a scapegoat, as if evacuation was meant for her own protection. But guard towers were not safe when Gooks and Orientals were lynched with barbed wire barricades at gunpoint. Every Sunday, she still attends morning service, glides her fingers against keys of an organ like a decomposing skeleton finding her flesh again. My grandmother never let her Buddhist tradition be constrained, even when caged in chain-link defense. In our culture, I'm Yonsei, 4th generation Japanese American. When I asked my grandmother the translation of my Japanese name, she told me, "Your name, Susumu, has been used by armies to attack. It means to move forward." Grandma, I'm sorry for ever feeling like I was too good to be Japanese. America has taught me to be less foreign, an unmarked atlas of where I am from. A Japanese accent pronounced like a small war in my mouth, conquered in English. I promise I will learn to read and write Japanese. Someday, I will thank you in our native dialect for never forgetting